If you look for housing in the Boston area lately, you know the market is dauntingly hot with prohibitively high prices, even in areas that used to be considered affordable. So that's the impetus behind an unusual project in Dorchester aimed at creating new units that are very small and very inexpensive. Adam Reilly has more.
On a vacant lot in Dorchester's Fields Corner neighborhood, what looks like a supply shed is actually an experiment in affordable housing.
This is the model of one of 14 very affordable studios that we want to build.
That's Vivian Girard. If his plan comes to fruition, those 14 units will be packed into a building about the size of a traditional triple-decker, and they'll be extremely cheap.
With a price range of $650 to $850 a month as a rental.
That's including utilities. A few things inspired Girard's project. First off, he spent a few years in his 30s as a single guy reluctantly living with roommates.
So this is what I would have wanted to live in on a budget.
Today, Girard is married. He and his wife run the Homestead Cafe in Fields Corner. They pay pretty well, $15 to $17 an hour. But even so, Girard says his employees face the same quandary he did a few years ago.
There was nothing affordable for a single person to live in other than living with housemates.
So Girard decided to create it. 6 units will rent for $850 a month. The other 8 units will rent for just $650, with priority given to Homestead employees like Tamara Riddick.
I'm on a list. I'm on the list. I'll make sure that I'm at least number 2 if I'm not number 1.
Riddick is in her early 20s, studies at Bunker Hill Community College, and lives with her mother because she can't afford not to. But if and when she gets one of the 141 Westville units,
it'll actually give me some room to save for a car. And I'm thinking of dual enrolling to another school so I'd be able to pay the tuition there.
The project isn't a done deal. Usually, Boston doesn't allow new units smaller than 450 square feet, almost twice the size of this model. The city's made exceptions for developers who provide some sort of shared communal space. But according to affordable housing activist Grace Holly, that wouldn't fit Girard's plan.
The cost would go up and he wouldn't, the units wouldn't be as deeply affordable.
For the record, she hopes he succeeds.
Any micro units that get built, they tend to be, developers call them millennial resorts. They're so high-end, even 300-something square foot units are starting at $2,500 a month.
Here is about trade-off and compromises.
In contrast, 141 Westville takes the opposite approach, meaning no frills and a price almost anyone could afford. Adam Reilly, WGBH News.
If and when 141 Westville is built, Girard plans to give priority to people who live or work in the neighborhood and to guarantee that rent will never rise quicker than the Consumer Price Index. If you're interested, be forewarned the development doesn't come with parking, though the Fields Corner T-stop is just a few blocks away.